Hi, I'm Chris. Welcome to our second video in our free three-part video. Today I'm going to cover follow-up within the sales process and give you 6 gems which should help in this area. Now the follow-up is very important and today we're going to be covering these areas in terms of autoresponders, sending more, using testimonials, using videos, giving loads of value, and using different media. Now, follow-up can be used perhaps after you've had your first lead-in. What do we do in the follow-up process there? Whether we've gone out and presented or made a proposal, what's the follow-up there? Or maybe even after we've actually made a sale, what's the follow-up process there, and what can we do to strengthen the process and strengthen that sale? So let's move on to autoresponders. Now, autoresponders are great in my eyes because the good news about autoresponders is you can plan them and you can organize yourself prior to getting your lead in and prior to your sales process starting. So planning is really important. You can plan what's going to go into those designated, say, emails that are going out to your customers and clients. And you can choose the themes that are going to be in there, the messages that you want in there. And it makes it very, very easy for you to communicate essentially with your customers. So it's sharp. So if you've just had a lead in or you've just made that sale and they suddenly get an email or they get some kind of correspondence from you, it does look sharp. It looks like you know what you're doing. It builds huge trust and credibility. And it ticks off another one of those 1%ers, as we would call, which is going to strengthen that sale. The other thing with the autoresponders are that it does consolidate your conversations that you're having with potential customers. It also consolidates, more importantly, the sale when you make it. Because moving on to our next point here, communication. The reason and the main reason that people will get cancellations or people will get cancellations of orders or cancellation of sales is because we're not communicating in the right way with our customers, and we're certainly not communicating with them after perhaps we've made the sale. We've made the sale, we've got all excited, we've had that euphoric moment, and then the customer doesn't hear from us again and they wonder what's going on, and therefore they then come back to us with problems, more questions, maybe objections, and we create a huge amount of more work for us to perhaps even have to resell the case. So autoresponders are really powerful, but they're fantastic in controlling the entire process. So you can map out and work out how you're going to communicate through autoresponders with your clients and customers all the way through the process, so you don't have to. And the other thing, going back a step, that I like is that you're selling while you sleep, because you're controlling the messages that are going out to them. So you're controlling how you're selling to them, you're controlling why you're selling to them, you're controlling how you're communicating with them, and it consolidates everything and makes everything very, very efficient in the sales process. So, sending more. Now, I think that we're quite reserved in this country. We're a bit, I don't want to send out too much when I don't want to bombard them. I actually think the opposite to that. I would much rather give the client or customer too much than nothing at all, not enough. I want them to have that experience that we're engaging with them all the time, and actually we value them as a customer, and we value the fact that they're engaging with us, whether or not it be a lead, or whether or not they've made an inquiry, or whether or not they've had a proposal from us, or whether or not we've made a presentation to them, or whether they've actually sold and they've actually bought something from us. It also allows us to position a lot of products and also consolidate all those areas within the sales process. But it also enhances a greater customer service experience for that customer, and tells them a lot about how you work and how you do things and how you conduct yourselves. Also, by sending out more, what you're doing is you may be able to send out the right message in terms of dealing with objections that you commonly come across, or whether you're going to be soft closing. And what I mean by that is that you're closing off issues that you may get usually. You may be handling a lot of those objections, but also you're showing benefits and features in a very, very soft way, which actually enhances the sales process. So, use testimonials. Now, the first thing is you need to get them. Don't be lazy about getting testimonials from your customers, and don't be shy about it. You will have customers who you built up a great rapport with, who like you, and who couldn't speak highly of you. So go back to them, ask them to be a testimonial, be proactive. If you need to even write a testimonial and get them to sign it off for you, then do it. Because they are very, very powerful in the entire sales process. And once you've got them, don't leave them sitting there, use them. Because again, they're powerful within the entire sales process, because they build trust, they build credibility, but most importantly, it's someone else telling your story. It's someone else who's going to be selling for you. It's someone else telling them how good you are. It's someone else telling them what a great experience they've had. And that's why the testimonials that you can add in, either through your autoresponders, either through sending them a bit more, or adding to different parts of your sales process, strengthens the whole thing. And that will mean that you will get more sales. So our next section, using videos. Now, I love using videos. I think they're really powerful. And the main reasons for using videos is because they are very engaging. They allow you to get them involved in your business and involved in the messages and what you're trying to convey to them a lot quicker than perhaps, say, a letter or an email. And also they can be very personal as well. In terms of the video that goes out, you can control that as well, because you may have several videos and they may have multi-themes, or they may have specific themes. So you may have a video that goes out which is purely about trust and credibility. You may have a video that goes out which purely is product driven. You may have a video that goes out which is about customer service and what a great experience they're going to have. You may have multi-themes in there, but the videos can be used for pretty much anything. Now, I don't mean bombarding them in every part of the sales process, but videos are a powerful weapon, and they do allow you to consolidate and get those messages across. So it could be value, it could be sales, it could be understanding, but don't be scared of them. Use them, because they are a very good and very useful tool in your sales process. Now, give lots of value. Give loads of value. Give them more. The end of the day is that once they're going through your sales process, they may have a preconception of what their experience is going to be. So we need to shatter that illusion, and we need to give them more. Give them what they don't expect. They may have gone through hundreds of sales processes before where they've bought all different things. And we can give them greater value in there, which is going to build all those little things and add to the customer experience, that trust, that credibility. And it also shows the customer that you actually care about them, that actually the customer is at the forefront of your thinking as a business, that you're not just in it to get as much money out of them as possible, or you've got the sale and you never hear from them again, that actually you want them engaged, and therefore you want to make sure that they get plenty of value. And also, if you do that, it's going to make you stand out from your competitors, because there will be plenty of your competitors who are not doing that, who are lazy and taking that for granted, and are very complacent with the value and the communication they put in with their customers. So for me, this is a really, really easy win and will really make you stand out. Using different media. So what do I mean by using different media? It's really tailored to how you sell and what you sell. If you're in direct sales and you've got people going out to see people, or on a retail basis, or they're going out to someone's home, or they're selling face to face, then using different media might be on a very basic level, a text, an email, or phone call. and that might be following up after you've had a lead, a very personal touch. It may be following up after an inquiry. It may be following up after an appointment. All these little 1%ers add up to building that credibility, building up that professional stance, building up the fact that you know exactly what you're doing, that you're that expert. You can also use lumpy mail and direct mail, so they're going to get something in the post, which also can be quite powerful, especially if they don't expect it. And then obviously we've got social media and also videos that you can have, say, on YouTube, for example. All these areas are all little areas to consolidate and be used all the way through the sales process. It may be that you use all of these. It may be that you use some of these, but you need to be mixing up the kind of media that you're using, because what it's going to do is it's going to engage your customer and your client on many, many different levels. And there may be something in there that the customer really likes that you've done, and that will ensure that, one, they buy off you, but also secondly, that they come by and buy off you again. So use different media. Again, really, really useful. So that's the follow-up. So that's the second in our 3-part series. Look out for our third in the series coming up tomorrow. I hope that's helped, and have a great day.